Well, Archie, great to catch up. Talking to us from the Southern Hemisphere. I'm sure we'll get onto that very shortly. It's a path well trodden from a lot of players, but more sort of renowned for fans maybe watching the game around Bedford and those kind of levels. A couple of years at Roslin Park recently, but making the step up to Champ Rugby for 2025-26 here at Goldenton Road. First of all, your thoughts, the opportunities obviously come about to step up to Champ Rugby, and you've chosen Goldenton Road as your selected destination.
Yeah, so like you said, obviously been kind of playing Horizon Park for the past couple of seasons, but always been looking for like a opportunity to play at a high level in the championship. And kind of the opportunity came about obviously earlier this summer with Bedford, and kind of everyone I spoke to said, it's opportunity you can't really turn down with kind of the success that Bedford have had, particularly last season, and kind of also the changing like league structures and stuff like that. I just thought, yeah, it was like an opportunity I just couldn't turn down, and obviously, yeah, super excited to get started, meet up with the boys for pre-season, and get stuck into what hopefully will be another successful season.
You and a lot of other faces that I've spoken to so far this year have been talking about how nobody ever has a bad word to say about Bedford. Who is it that you reach out to when you hear of contact? Obviously, there's a few players at Park that have played for this club, have played a lot of games for this club as well. So I guess that's a starting point. But I guess rugby is kind of a inner circle, and you all kind of know each other to a point.
Yeah, no, it's funny enough actually. So my agent, he actually James Percival, he spent quite a lot of time at Bedford, so he was a good sounding board to kind of speak to. And he said that it's an amazing club. The way they obviously want to play would suit me in particular, and then kind of just like you said, rugby's a bit of an inner circle. Just talking to friends of friends, people who've been at the club, everyone said it's a great club to play for. And then kind of speaking to Mike and the ambitions of the group over the next couple of years, just kind of reaffirm that. So yeah, it's definitely an opportunity and a club that I'm excited to play for next season.
If supporters didn't know who you are before you arrive at Goldenton Road, how would you describe yourself on a rugby field?
That's a good question. I'd say probably I like pride myself on being like quite a dynamic back rower. So I'd say probably one of my kind of points of difference is probably a bit more speed in that position. Maybe not as big frame, but yeah, I'd say I'm more mobile. Like to get my hands on the ball, get a bit of space if I can, and yeah, also just kind of pride myself on work rate as well. But yeah, those are probably the characteristics I'd say, or I'd use to describe myself.
It's fair to say it's tough shoes to follow in the sense of obviously the most prestigious award here at Bedford is always our Players Player of the Year award at the end of the season, and it's gone to a back row forward in the last three seasons, and two of them are currently playing for us as well, which is always helpful. And kind of from what Mike's been telling me and chatting to people, you're going to be kind of seen as a seven, I guess, predominantly. And Joe Howard filled that role last year and has obviously departed for Australia. They're tough shoes to fill, but I guess from your perspective, that's a great challenge to have.
Yeah, 100%. I always think it's good to be coming into a squad where there's, an established playing group and there's a lot of competition, just because it pushes everyone to perform at their best and there's kind of no one takes it easy. So yeah, definitely excited for that opportunity to kind of step up and obviously hopefully kind of make the shirt my own and kind of show the club and the fans kind of what I can do and hopefully contribute and be a part of the success that we're looking to have next year.
National One is a highly competitive division, and we've seen sides like Chinner and Coldy and Cambridge. They've all kind of adapted to the championship. So they are similar. They're both high level divisions. I guess there's not so much of a chasm that you've got to try and fill. Chinner came up and looked like they'd been in the league for years. So I guess the step up maybe isn't as big as the challenge that should hopefully allow you to seamlessly fit in.
Yeah, I hope so. Obviously, I mean, like whilst I was at university, obviously, I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to play a bit in the Exeter Chiefs setup. in the Prem Cup. So that was a few years ago now, but I feel like I've got kind of a taste for like the game at that level and like the physicality and the speed of it. And yeah, it's definitely, like I said, kind of what like wanting to play at that level or having the opportunity to play at that level has been something I've been pushing for the past few years. So for it to come about now, I'm kind of looking to take the opportunity with both hands and hopefully it won't be too much of a shock to the system, and I can kind of fit into the team and kind of the way Bedford play, and like I said, hopefully make that shirt my own and we can have a successful season.
It feels like at the moment all I'm doing is talking to players from the Southern Hemisphere and trying to work out different time zones and interviews and stuff. It's obviously a path that's well trodden. You're out in Sydney. We've had a couple of players that we've announced re-signing and all those kind of things, or have played in Sydney in the past. A couple have gone to Brisbane for the Queensland competition. A different style of rugby, different way of life, although it's pretty sunny in Britain at the moment. But a chance that people are taking more so than ever. And for you, are you noticing any differences? Is it improving your game? Is it all those kind of things?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been about like moved about, played in kind of Scotland, obviously the UK, and been over actually in Sydney twice. This is the second time I'm over. So I've kind of always looked for opportunities to play like around the world. And I think, playing in different countries with different kind of philosophies just gives you exposure to kind of different parts of the game where you might necessarily be a little bit overlooked in the country that maybe you were born and raised in and did all your kind of junior development rugby in. So yeah, it's obviously slightly different structure out here, like a bit more free flowing, a bit more emphasis on kind of offloading, speed of the game, and a little bit less on kind of structure and set piece. So it's definitely the opportunity to kind of pick up those skills and hopefully bring them back to the UK. Is I think only going to be positive for myself personally, and then hopefully it means that I can just contribute more on the pitch for Bedford as well.
And actually, when you list those things, they are traditionally things that Bedford are associated with as well. So that will help.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's also kind of why my agent said that the club would be such a good fit for myself. That's obviously when we spoke about it earlier, that's something I kind of love about the game, just like free flowing rugby and playing the game at speed. So yeah, that's definitely why I'm looking forward to coming to Bedford and kind of hopefully I can bring that to the team and impact it in the game as well.
Last season for us was obviously a phenomenal one, our best league finish for 13 years. We made Golden Road a bit of a fortress, best home record in the division, and all those kind of things. Challenges for you coming in is to make us better. I guess that's what all new players want to do, but excitement as well that you get 3,000 people behind you every week, and hopefully another good season with playoffs.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, like you said, the structure's changed slightly this year. So we're pushing for those kind of playoff places, and then there's something to play for at the end of the year, which is definitely makes it a bit more exciting, a bit more jeopardy in the game. So yeah, hopefully, obviously, I know that the club's got a good reputation for the fan base and the fans kind of really getting behind the club and the town really getting behind the club. So yeah, like you said, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully playing at Goldington Road each week with kind of packed out stands and the fans behind us is like an experience, that I can't wait to have.